This series of videos will explore using the no-coast with the versatile SQ-1 sequencer from Korg. The SQ-1 MIDI output connects directly to the O-coast MIDI input using a simple TRS cable with no adapters or DIN cable needed. The SQ-1 has several sequencing modes, selected by the rotary switch in the upper left. We'll start with the simple 16-step sequences. There are two paths through the 16 steps, illustrated graphically on the panel, and at the very end of the rotary we have all 16 steps randomized. The duty knob selects gate width, which is useful if we turn up the sustain phase on the contour circuit. The mode button chooses the function of the sequence step buttons. Gate on-off, any button that is not lit lets the sequencer navigate to this step but output no gate. This is like the gate page on Rene. Active step, any button that is not lit makes it so the step is always skipped. This lets us make sequences of any length up to 16 and is particularly useful in the parallel modes, as we'll demonstrate in the next video. This is like the access page on Rene. Slide causes the sequence to slide from one step to the next, in other words, for the gates to be tied together. Step jump is like pressing touch plates while in performance mode on Rene. Whenever one or more button is being pressed, only those buttons that are being held will be accessible. This is a fun way to play the SQ-1. Remember that the gate on-off settings are always respected. When the clock is stopped, it allows it to be played like a keyboard. Holding the function button lets us select the output range and key of the sequence. We can pick major, minor, chromatic, or linear, which we would call unquantized in the modular world. 1, 2, or 5 octaves. This is an easy way to change up a sequence quickly while retaining its general shape. The SQ-1 outputs only MIDI notes 48 and up, which can make it difficult to sequence low notes. However, if we patch a negative offset from voltage math to the 1 volt per octave input, we can get suitable bass lines. If MIDI clock is engaged on the no-coast, we also get regular pulses at the clock output and random voltage to match. With slower clock speeds, we can add pulses between clocks by patching a gate such as the end of onset to the tempo input. The other modes split up the two rows in various ways. We'll go into detail on the two parallel modes in the next video.